Hi, this is Maureen Killaby and welcome to the Killaby Studios, and this tutorial is going to be on the detail of the eye. The eye is a complicated structure, so we're going to go into very explicit detail of how to construct the eyes, the skin around the eyes, and the eyelashes. So let's get ready to get started. Thanks for joining me. And once again, welcome to this eye tutorial. I've started building up some layers. This is one of the more complex areas on the face, and also one of my favorites. And I'm just adding some layers with a 2H pencil, HB, and an F. F actually stands for fine. I'm coming in with a wood pencil just so I can get this textured look. It's kind of crepey looking skin. And the only reason that you would see that is because this is a very up close picture. So this is my reference picture. And I'm going to go to my line drawing. This is my line drawing. And I'm just coming in with the 2H pencil. These are actually Mitsubishi High Unis. This is a 2H. These are really great Japanese pencils. I use these or the other Japanese pencil, which is a Tombow Mono High Precision, or the Caran d'Ache Graph Woods. Those are my favorite wood pencils. I kind of like to switch back and forth between wood and mechanical. Wood pencils tend to float on across the paper, whereas mechanical pencils tend to penetrate the paper, and that's why they seem darker. I'm just coming in here with real small strokes. And if you remember, if you've ever seen any of my other videos, I don't use paper stumps. They've never actually been one of my favorite things to use. I used them in the beginning, but I just seem to have run into problems with them. So I'm just going to continue to build up around the eye, the skin around the eye, before I actually come in and get down to the nitty-gritty of the iris, the pupil, highlights, and everything within the eye. Trying to explain as I go along the structure. coming in a little more towards the middle of the eye, where this crease line is much slimmer. And that way it looks as though the flap of the eyelid is coming down closer, where these are more set back. So I switched to a mechanical B pencil. This is my Graph Gear 1000s. These are available at Amazon. In fact, I actually buy the Caran d'Ache Graphwoods in a canister set. I buy those from Amazon as well. Just going to skim off a little bit in the front. Sort of work my way up, making that gradiency, like so. And the shadow becomes wider here. As it starts to turn in a round, as if you're looking at it flat. And then here's the eye. The eye sort of turns away from the light source. And these would be much darker. These are much lighter because it's closest to the light source. So we'll take that off so it's not distracting. So I'm just going to continue to work, building up the layers around the eye. The reason that I chose to draw this eye so big is so that you could see the detail in the eyeball itself. So much detail with the veins, all the veins in the eyeball, veins in the iris. So much fun to capture all of that. So let's go back to our line drawing and just continue to work our way around. I like to work my way around the eyeball. I spend a lot of time on the skin around the eye itself because I think it's important, obviously, to capture all of the subtle shadows. I do use the wood pencils a lot around the eye. I don't know why, I just have always done that. I like the texture that it gives. I don't like that super smooth look. I like to have texture. I like realness, realism. I don't like my drawings to look airbrushed. I want it to look like you could touch it. Yeah, I've never been a big fan of the airbrushing type look. Sometimes I'll keep coming over here and skimming a little bit of graphite off because I sort of forget where I'm shading. And that also in turn creates a little more texture as well. I'm basically just going back and forth with my Mitsubishi 2H wood pencil and my Caran d'Ache HB pencil. I like the 2H in the lighter areas. Speaking of the airbrush look, that's probably another reason why I don't use the paper stumps very often. It's very rare that I do. Now, when I'm getting into this little highlighted area of the outer part of the structure of the eye, it's like almost like a glossy wet look. And let's take a look real quick. And I'm talking about this area here. That is to me so realistic and shiny and pretty cool. So I'll go back to my line drawing now. And I'll work my way around that little shiny area. And I'll probably go to a 3H lead. Not much difference between the 3H and the 2H. And I'm going to use a mechanical and just slightly skim over that so that I get the value without it being overpowering. And then I'll go back to my 2H wood. And to support that light area, I'll come in just a tiny bit darker and use tiny little circles as I work my way up towards that glossy area. And that goes right back into the eye, around the tear duct. Where that shadow just kind of spills in over the eyelid.